welcome back to In the Kitchen. I remember a few years ago when I was working back in Winslow, we had this huge discussion of how would you cook a perfect fried egg, and this went on for weeks, and we did actually come up with a solution and was having a chat with one of the chefs in the restaurants and stuff like that. So today I thought I'd share with you how to cook the perfect fried egg. So the only things that we need to do this is simply the egg, which is out the fridge, and the butter. So yes, use butter, not fat, not cooking oil, not margarine, just proper butter. So what we're going to do is just use a pan, and as you can tell this is actually an old pan, so I do need to sort out some new pans and just make sure it's clean. Now the trick is that we're going to put this on a very, very low light. So we're going to put that there and put it that sort of level on the gas, extremely low. What we're going to do now is put in the knob of butter. Now this is approximately 20 grams of butter, and I'll put the nutrition up at the end of the video like I did with the black peas video. And what we want is for that to gently melt. Now when you buy a frying pan, some frying pans actually come with lids. This particular one didn't do, but if you just use any lid, put the lid on like that, one thing what it's going to do is just trap the heat, even though it's on a very low light, and it's going to encourage the butter to melt. So we'll leave that there, and I'll probably speed the video up. I'll actually record the full amount. Take about 2 minutes to melt, so we'll just leave that. Right, so we can have a look at the pan now. We can see it started to glaze over. I'm guessing it's around 2 minutes, so if we now have a quick look, and we'll see that the butter is just about melted. Now one of the problems with eggs is that I find is that people try and make them very, very quickly, which doesn't really work, or they absolutely put in lots and lots and lots of fat, just to make sure that the egg doesn't stick, and they think that the more fat there is, the better it's going to cook. So what we're going to do now is simply put the egg in. There's no frying or nothing. What we're going to do now is just put the lid on and leave that now for approximately another 4 minutes. So once again I'll keep the cameras rolling, but I'll probably speed the video up with the timer at the bottom. Right, so here we are, it's had a few minutes now. What we're going to do is just remove the lid. Now as we said, the heat's going to be contained into the pan itself, so we can easily use the spatula. Just simply free the egg so it moves. Now the quick test for these eggs is very simple. If you touch there and it feels still a little bit soft or a little bit jelly, then it needs a little bit more time. This at the moment is, I would say, absolutely perfect. So what I tend to do is just take away the little bit of extras, and I would serve that as a very much a decent egg without the burn marks or anything like that. So what I'm going to do now is actually give that a little whisk round, just to spread the butter again, put the top back on, and we're going to leave it for another 2 minutes. And the reason why I'm doing that is because not everybody likes their eggs soft in the middle. Some people like them hard boiled. So obviously if you have them on a sandwich, people sometimes don't want the yolk flying everywhere. So we'll give it an extra 2 minutes and then we'll have a look to see what it's like at that point. So here we are back again. It's been another 2 minutes or so. So once again we take the lid off, the heat's built up, and we're getting in a position now where the yolk is quite solid there. You can actually break it. The interesting way of cooking this is that one, it's not sticking, which is interesting. And as you can probably see there, I've just slightly touched the yolk, so it's not running everywhere. It's just quite simply stable, hard, not solid but hard. With that way you're going to get the taste of the egg, the taste of the yolk. It's not going to splatter absolutely everywhere. So there we go. May not look great in the pan, so if we turn that off for a second. So we can now take the egg out, just put it on a plate. Move the pan out the way, and there we go. As you can see, that's what the egg looks like. Obviously this is more or less hard boiled, there's no slime there. Even lifting it up, there's no burn marks, no browning marks. And the extra bonus of course is that we now look into the pan. Even though probably about 20 grams of butter in there, we can see is that probably half of that is still in the pan. So 20 grams of butter is easily going to do probably 2 eggs, maybe 3. So what we'll do now, and I may as well do it here, is that we'll bring up the calorie charts. So we're looking at the butter, 10 grams, so I'll put the figures up there, and then we've got the egg, which is around 86 calories, and I'll put all the details up. And as we can see, it's not a bad, healthy little alternative to fried eggs, but more importantly they look a lot more presentable when they're all, rather than being burnt and all crumbled up and stuff. And with it being slow cooking, if you've got the kids running around or you're busy, you know, you can put them on there, just keep your eye on the watch, and it more or less cooks itself. So it's an excellent way of doing it. So there we go, that's how I make the fried eggs. It takes a little longer than what most people would normally do. Normally it's just throw them in a pan and hope for the best. I think that they're a lot more presentable. You've used the butter, so the taste is going to be absolutely wonderful, and more importantly add that little bit of salt and it'll be a wonderful nice little treat. Or if you're having it for breakfast, put it with bacon, sausage, you know, your mushrooms, whatever you want, absolutely whatever you want. And of course when you get people around and you make them a fried egg or your egg on toast, let them know how you cooked it, because they are going to see a big difference. And of course give it a try yourself. If you do try it, let us know how you went on. Did it work for you? If not, leave a comment. We'll try and figure out what went wrong. Like I say, we're just doing it with old pans. New pans will probably be better. Frying pans, now you know why you get a lid, because we can cook things at a much lower temperature. It's a lot more presentable, it's even more tastier, which you'll find out if you try this at home and give it a go. And because it's not absorbing as much fat or butter in this case, then it becomes a lot more healthier, which is a wonderful thing. So once again, like and subscribe, share on Facebook. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.